So next we have a reading by Kara. By a laptop.
Yes, by laptop.
Okay.
Okay, so,
did one too.
but first, I have to say, I didn't write a story. So when I think of foreign affairs, I was thinking of like more like sexual encounters and how I'm not getting any. So this is more like a personals ad. This is the word, personals ad.
I didn't want to like it.
For myself. VietnamDating.com. All right. Okay. So about me. I like doing things a little bit differently. So just realize if we get together, be prepared for the unusual. For example, every summer my friends and I celebrate pre-Halloween. That's about the third weekend in June. By making jack-o'-lanterns. And that's like a jack-o'-lantern made out of a watermelon. Another summer ritual is to do drive-by water ballooning on unsuspecting pedestrians. It's a small-town version of hit and run, but after all, I'm from Ohio, and there's not a whole lot to do there. I can also show you how to shut corn. I'm also motor vehicle challenged. I've never gotten a speeding ticket, but I have a tendency to run into inanimate objects. This includes my parents' garage, parked cars, lampposts, concrete roadblocks, and trees. So while we're together, you'll be driving. I spend my days teaching, so be prepared for long-winded stories about work that go nowhere, and for hilarious grammar jokes. What's the difference between a cat and a comma? One has claws at the end of its paws, and one is a pause at the end of a clause. There it is. I love my chin. It's kind of crooked. I like learning new things. I want to learn how to cook. I'm probably the only person you've ever met that couldn't figure out how to use a cheese grater. And if it weren't for instant macaroni and cheese and all-you-can-eat pancakes at the homeless shelter on Saturday nights, I probably would have starved during my college years. I want to learn how to change a tire, see what's the big deal about rock climbing, and learn how to serve a shuttlecock in a badminton game. I love riding my bicycle. I promise I will embarrass you from time to time. You'll be surprised by my moments of insensitivity to your emotions and secrets, and by my lack of shame. But most of the time, you'll be amazed by my empathy and sincere desire to understand you. I bite my nails. My to-do list includes going horseback riding in Mongolia, celebrating Holi and Diwali in India, studying belly dance in Turkey, and running the Naked Mile. It's for charity. I forget which one, but it's for charity. On my adventures, I could always use an extra set of hands to massage SPF 85 sunblock on my back. Are you in? And about the one I'm looking for. Pay attention. You are a man or a woman or something in between that you don't want to label, and that's totally fine with me. You are comfortable with yourself, and you know who you are and who you want to be. You have the emotional IQ higher than a 16-year-old. You are funny and can hold me spellbound with a story. You are creative, ambitious, and passionate. Maybe it's your collection of He-Man action figures, your love of trauma slasher movies, or the fact that you set out on your own in your 20s to live on a small farm to make goat cheese. The right person fascinates me. You think my freckle constellation is cute. That's this thing right here. Freckle constellation.
Wait, should I get this? Make sure I get it. Wait, let me zoom.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Okay. All right, whether it's you're pushing me to go over my fear of scuba diving or my teaching you how to bachata, we'll bring out the best in each other. We'll talk about politics and all the books you have read. I'll pretend not to care, but secretly I'll be impressed. We'll watch porn together. I'll drag you to the latest art exhibition, which we will both find bewildering, and you'll drag me to the local Irish pub for another tiresome football match. With a smile, you'll put up with my sideshow of a circus family. Seriously, they vote Republican every time. Tattoos, piercings, and a foot fetish are turn-ons, but not necessary. If you have a strong sense of self and aren't afraid to expose your flaws, I'm sure we'll get along just fine. But I will say that if you can recite Woody Allen quotes at will, love dancing, and play the guitar, I'm already melting. The end.